conversation about Caitlin Clark got sideways. It went away from basketball. And it started becoming about politics and cultural issues as a whole. But I would argue that somewhere along the way started the second she entered the WNBA, and different clowns jealous of her, envious of her, who knows, maybe wanting to hit on her, actually hit her. And angry African-American lesbians cheered openly. Couldn't wait to do it again.
1. Buddy, stop whatever you're doing for a second. Turn the volume up and get ready, because the latest Caitlin Clark controversy has sports media buzzing in a major way. What started as what could have been a simple broadcasting issue has quickly turned into a much bigger debate about how Caitlin Clark's accomplishments are being presented to the public. Fans have accused major sports networks of downplaying Clark's historic performances, questioning why certain statistics and milestones sometimes seem to receive less attention than expected. And if you think that's where the story ends, think again. The situation became even more interesting when veteran Indiana Fever star Kelsey Mitchell was placed in the middle of the conversation. Instead of allowing the narrative to create unnecessary tension between teammates, Mitchell made it clear that she wasn't interested in playing along with outside drama. Her response sparked an entirely new conversation about media narratives, teammate loyalty, and the enormous spotlight surrounding Caitlin Clark. So today, we're breaking down exactly what happened, why fans believe Clark's achievements deserve more recognition, and why Kelsey Mitchell's response has become such a major talking point. Make sure you stay until the end, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get straight into the drama.
Being on a team with like Caitlin and knowing that some of the stuff and the wave that she created for like us, where the game is and what she's been a part of, I've seen so much of it. And so I think for me lately is the shift in moments in Indiana period, as far as like the arena, where we started.
On teams to really talk about these big moments in sport, but overall, this conversation about the WNBA and one of its shining stars, a shooting star that only happens once in a while, Caitlin Clark, who is a phenomenal player, she just wants to play basketball like every other player in the W. And this conversation has reached levels that stray so far away from the sport. And I feel like it is our responsibility now to recenter it. And I know I've not been perfect in this. Oftentimes, in full transparency, I did not want to talk about this today because I personally believe our shows have a choice on whether...
2. To understand why this situation has created so much discussion, you have to understand just how powerful sports media can be. Networks such as ESPN have enormous influence over which players receive attention, which statistics become headlines, and which moments dominate the sports conversation. But Caitlin Clark has become difficult to overlook because her performances, popularity, and massive fan following continue to generate attention on their own. That has led some fans to question whether the media consistently gives her accomplishments the recognition they deserve. Whenever historical milestones or statistical comparisons appear on television, viewers have noticed that different qualifications and categories can sometimes completely change the way a record is presented. Critics argue that these selective comparisons can make certain achievements appear less impressive, while supporters of Clark believe the raw numbers should always be given proper context. Whether this is simply normal statistical analysis or something more deliberate remains a matter of debate. But one thing is undeniable: every graphic involving Caitlin Clark now receives intense scrutiny from fans. And as the conversation grew louder, another question began to emerge. Could the media narrative eventually create unnecessary tension inside the Indiana Fever locker room? That's where veteran star Kelsey Mitchell entered the spotlight.